Hey Dadpreneurs, Adam Dukes here. And before we get started in this video, got a shipment of shirts yesterday, and this is another one that I'm wearing. Dadpreneur. If you want to represent and show off your pride in being a dadpreneur, go to totaldads.com and order your Dadpreneur shirt today. It's a dad apparel store that I just started a couple weeks back, and I just got a shipment of shirts in yesterday, so I'll be wearing them all during these videos and subtle promoting them. So you might recognize this is inspired by the Supreme logo. So anyways, let's dive into the video. How to earn $200 per day. Now, you're not going to earn $200 today, tomorrow, or next Tuesday. This is going to take some time. It's going to take about 90 days. I'm going to lay out like a strategy here, and I'm going to show you some numbers with a spreadsheet, and conservative numbers, that you can be earning $200 a day if you put in the damn work and you stick with it for 90 days. I can damn near guarantee it if you put in the work. So I'm a big fan of cold emailing. I've cold emailed. I got started in 2011, and I've done a lot of it over the years, hundreds of thousands of cold emails. And I actually got a training right up here if you want to check it out after this video though, but it's a training on how I turned 675 emails into about $60,000 in revenue in 2012. Truth be told, I dropped the ball big time. I should have turned that into $120,000 to $150,000 in revenue, but I was not confident back then. I was a weak marketer. I was 2 years into the entrepreneurial game and did a horrible job of following up, meaning I didn't follow up. I blasted one email out and that was it. So, and I still managed to turn it into $60,000, over time, that is. So this is a strategy, selling Facebook advertising. Oh, I've heard that before, but there's a unique twist to it. It's targeting people with upcoming birthdays. So you're reaching out to restaurant owners who know the value of restaurant marketing. A lot of restaurant owners spend a lot of money on direct mail because you can buy lists of people who have a birthday in the next 30 days or specific months from these direct mail brokers and get their physical address, and they can send out direct mail to them. And it's very effective. A lot of restaurant owners do it. However, it can be quite costly because it's direct mail. So this strategy is the same thing, only instead of direct mail, it's Facebook advertising. Much cheaper, can be very effective. So on Facebook, you can target with people who have an upcoming birthday. So someone that has a birthday in the next 7 days, and it's really powerful. And if you're doing a typical lead generation campaign for like a local business, the typical ad lasts anywhere from, let's say, 4 to 8 weeks. Now there are some outliers that might last 10 to 12 weeks. There's quite a few variables in place, and some bomb after 2 to 3 weeks. Because of banner blindness. What that is, we reference that in the online advertising world, is people see the ad over and over. They become blind to it. They become numb to it, and it's just not effective. So you have to switch out the images, switch up the creative, switch up the marketing angle, switch up maybe even the targeting every like 6 to 8 weeks. With the birthday one, you're targeting people with an upcoming birthday in the next 7 days. So this Monday, let's say 2,000 people see the ad. Next Monday, it's going to be a new 2,000 people. The following Monday, it's going to be a new 2,000 people, because once their birthday passes, they don't see the ad anymore. So there's no banner blindness. So in theory, this ad could run forever. Now, you're probably not going to hit a grand slam right out the bat, just to be completely upfront with you. It all comes down to the offer. So if you have a restaurant that's offering like a free pop or a free soda, it's probably not going to work that well. Now, if it's an Italian restaurant and they're offering a full entree for the birthday person, no strings attached, that one's probably going to work quite well. And you think, oh, well, if they're giving that away, how are they going to earn money? Well, restaurant owners know that people do not celebrate their birthday alone. Typically, they don't celebrate their birthday alone. They're going to come in with friends and family, 2, 3, 5, 6 people who are going to pay full price. And restaurant owners know that. I think the average ticket is $78 for a restaurant party. A birthday party, I'm sorry, that comes into a restaurant. So restaurant owners know that, so there's not too much convincing. They know the power of the birthday marketing. It's just very specific, and everyone wants to celebrate their birthday. So that's kind of the angle behind it that's a little bit different. It's really weird that not many marketers know that you can target like that on Facebook. And the ones that do know it, not many of them are actually utilizing it. But it's a great foot in the door strategy if you wanted to sell other services, or it's just a great service to offer and it's an ongoing service month after month after month. So in this video, I'm going to show you the software I use to automate the email, the cold email strategy. You can set up like email sequences, you know, send out this email on day 1, day 4, day 7, whatever you want, whatever sequence you want. I'm going to show you all the emails. I'll give you all the emails that I used. I think I had a 3-part strategy or a 3-part follow-up. Again, it's all automated. It's very easy to send out 50 to 100, if not more emails each and every day. 100% automated once you upload the list. So I got this strategy using Yelp from a guy named Matt. I can't think of his last name, but I'll drop his link down the video down below. It's a YouTube video, so I'm not claiming I made this strategy up. I want to give credit where credit is due. He uses Yelp to find the business owner, the business owner's name, the email address, and that's a great strategy. It does take a considerable amount of time. So I'll show you that strategy. But if you want to invest, I think it's like 27 bucks. I found this software in September of 2017 that automates that process. You go to Google, you type in a specific, let's say Italian restaurants, Las Vegas. It's going to scrape Google and pull the names and email addresses that they can find, and it's all automated for like, I think it's $27, maybe $20. It's going to speed up the process big time. If you want to do the Yelp, you don't want to spend any money, I understand. I'll show you that strategy. I'll also show you the strategy to speed up the process considerably by using this piece of software as well. So that's kind of what I'm going to show in this video, how to get set up, and I'm going to share with you, like I said, some of the numbers on a spreadsheet, some conservative numbers, by the way. If you do this for 90 days, there's no reason you shouldn't be earning $200 a day. It comes down to consistency, just like everything else. That C word that I always use and I reference on this channel. So being consistent with it for 90 days, I can damn near guarantee you'll be earning $200 a day. Before we get into the video, if you like these types of videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that little bell notification. I release new videos every Monday and Thursday, helping you, like I said, avoid the mountains of mistakes I've made over the last 8 years, and I've made every single one of them. A lot of the mistakes I've made multiple times. So let's dive right into the training. All right, so here's one of the softwares that I've used over the years. It's called Mailshake to automate your cold emails. I think they offer a free trial, but once you log into the system, it's pretty simple. They got some training here that's pretty helpful. I've glanced at it. You can go to your campaigns on the left-hand side. Look at all the campaigns. As you can see, I've been running it for quite a while. This is a different account as well, but I've been using this one for years, and I really like this one. Let's just open up this one here. So here's the campaign. Here's the email sequence. I sent out 3 emails, this one, and then this one. The recipients, it'll show the people's email addresses and all that. And then the settings with the email and that. So I really like this Mailshake one. There's another one that I've been using called Snovio, and I really like this one because it's a few different tools, but the main ones that I use, it's an email. You can send out cold emails, but also you can find email addresses. So let me give you an example. So I'm on a website here, Pizza Rock. It's a pizza place here in Vegas, and they have a Chrome extension, and it's up here in the upper right hand corner. It's a little off the screen here, but you click the little Snovio icon and it'll pull down people's email addresses. It'll search the website. Now, not all websites are going to have the email address, obviously, but it's going to pull the email and then it'll give you some information. So Laura is the corporate executive chef, so probably not going to send an email to Laura. Sonia, assistant general manager, probably send one to her. I might look around on the website, maybe if I could, about Tony, it looks like maybe Tony might be the owner. I'd probably look around here. So we got Tony's email address right here. And what's really cool is you can save it right here if you have inside of Snovio. I'll show you on the back end of Snovio here in a second. You can create lists and you can just save it right to that list just automatically. So I really like that feature. And then again, so this will find the email addresses, and then also you can also email from Snovio as well. So it's kind of an all-in-one package. It does a couple other things as well, but those are the 2 things that I've used it for. The other services or other things that it does I'm sure are useful. I just haven't I haven't played around with those, I should say. So that's pretty cool. I think they offer a free, let's see the pricing on this. They offer 100 emails a month, so you can try it out. I think it's 29 bucks a month. That's about the going rate for a cold email software. Mailshake also is $29 a month. It's funny, when I got started using Mailshake years ago, it was $9 a month. Then it went to 19, and now it's at 29. Oh, I can't see the pricing, but I think Mailshake is $29 as well, and I think they offer a free trial as well. But Snovio, like I said, pulls the emails, also cold emails. There's a couple. It verifies the emails as well. Let's see, what else does it do? Get email finder in Chrome, drip campaign. So let's look in. So here's the back end of Snowvio. So here are some of the campaigns I've ran in the past. What you can do though is new drip campaign. It's really cool. It's if you're familiar with Active Campaign, let's just do dismiss edits and we'll start. It's very similar to Active Campaign. I think Infusionsoft is somewhat similar, but you can kind of build your flow out like this. So you'll select a list. Let's just call this one demo. You'll select an email account. We'll send it from this one. If prospect has multiple email addresses, send to all emails or just the first email. We'll just leave that here. Do not send to unverified emails. We don't want to mess up our email. Your email can get kind of flagged as spam if it's not verified. So I would check that one. And what you do is it's drag and drop. So you want to send an email. Let's just drag here, and you would put the email content over here. I have one that I already just kind of copied and paste for example purposes. Okay, we'll copy here. Now, I'm not sure all the tokens. Some of these have tokens. So, and I'll show you that when we get to the spreadsheet part of it. So if you have their name, it'll pull their name in here. So it's personalized. If they don't have their name, it defaults to there. I'm not sure this one was created. So add personalization. So right here, so you would say first name. So here's the first name tag. So let's delete that. I created this template inside of Mailshake, so it's followed Mailshake's layout. I just came across your company and or your business if they don't have a company. Again, I'll show you that in the spreadsheet in the spreadsheet here in a minute, and it'll all make sense. But here would be the email. Let's say after that you'd want to do we want to do a delay. We're going to send a second email. And we want to do a delay. Let's do we'll do days, 3 days. So in 3 days, we will send out a second email. So you drag here, and we will connect it here. And then I have it, we'll put it up. Question is already automatically set up. We'll do copy this, paste here. We'll grab their name real quick. For personalization, first name, and then so now you have 2 emails. And also what you can do is a trigger, and so like you put the trigger. Let's move these up a little bit so we got a little more room to play with here. And so the trigger, it's very similar to Active Campaign, like I said. So the trigger here would be, we'll send an email. We'll connect it. So the trigger is if the person opened the email or if they clicked on a link. So let's do opened an email and waiting for the trigger. And so if they opened the email, you could send maybe an email an hour later, something like, what did you think? Something like that real quick. And then if they didn't open the email, what you can do, whoops, let me grab the email tab here, connect it here. What you can do is just resend that same email. And you probably wouldn't want to do it 1 hour later, maybe 1 day. Let's change it to 1 day. So if they don't open the email after 24 hours, they'll get that. We'll resend that same exact email is basically what I'm doing. And if they do open the email, you can customize the message. What did you think of the email I sent you yesterday? Or something like that. You could say, I noticed you opened the email I sent yesterday, something like that. And then you could just continue on kind of building out this flow. So it's a little like gamified in a way. It's a little more fun, a little more controllable, as opposed to Mailshake. Mailshake, you can just, the sequence, you just send out 3 emails, 5 emails, 7 emails, 10 emails. You can't do the if then that. So that's kind of why I like Snowvio a little bit better, is because of this email. You can kind of gamify it and make it a little more personable. I wouldn't get too complicated with it. I'd keep it somewhat simple, maybe do a trigger or 2, but I wouldn't keep it too complicated. And I definitely recommend doing at least 3 email follow-ups. 5 is probably even better. Again, once you write the emails out and have them ready, you just do it one time and you're done. And then you just duplicate this campaign for, let's say you're targeting Mexican restaurants in Las Vegas, and then you target Italian restaurants in Las Vegas. You just duplicate that campaign. So once the emails are set up once, you just duplicate the campaign and you just change it to Phoenix Mexican restaurants, LA Mexican restaurants, Miami Mexican restaurants, and so on and so forth. So don't think, 5 emails, geez, that's a lot. No, you just do them once, and then you can, and then also if you notice, you can save them as a template right here, which is really cool. So you can just save template, restaurant email number 2, for example, restaurant email number 3, restaurant email number 4, and then it makes it real simple. You just select the template from right here. Mailshake as well. You can use templates you can have templates in Mailshake as well. So it makes it really, really simple. Once you create your 3 to 5 emails, save them as templates, and then it's just drop down and select the template. It's really, really simple. So that is kind of a quick overview of Mailshake, of how it works, a quick overview of Snovio and how it works. So if you want to, now how do you get the prospects? Now Yelp, we're going to do Mexican restaurants. We'll do Mexican restaurants here in Las Vegas. And then I have a spreadsheet that I use. Again, this is from that Matt guy. His link is down below. I got the idea from him. I'm not claiming I came up with this idea, this strategy. This is the spreadsheet that I created. We're going to get the company name, the website, the name, the email. I'm going to show you how to personalize it, and then we're going to grab the source. So right now we can enter Yelp. And then this is what I mean. So what we're going to do is take this list, save it as a CSV, and then upload it to Mailshake or Snovio, and then that's where we can reference this Yelp. We can reference this personalization. We could reference the email, the website, the company, and then it'll pull each one. So each email looks personalized because you'll be calling out either the personalization, maybe the company, maybe the person's name, their website. You can say, hey, I visited your website, www.mexicanrestaurantlasvegas.com, and then the next email will say, hey, I visited your website, www.steakhouselasvegas.com, as an example, and then the personalization, obviously, I'm going to show you here in just a second. So let's go back to Yelp. And so these are all the Mexican restaurants here in Las Vegas, according to Yelp. Now, I really like using these ones. These are sponsored results, so that's telling me these people are already spending money on online advertising. It's going to take less convincing. If I can give you any recommendations when selling client work, don't try to convince anyone. There's millions of client opportunities out there. The last thing you want to do is have to convince someone. So sell to people who are already spending money. So this is a perfect one. So you just kind of right click on each of these, open them up in the tab. Like I said, this is the time consuming part. And then you just click on their website link right here. And you do the same thing here. Not every Yelp listing is going to have a website. A good majority of them do. I would say the first 20 to 30 listings typically do. It's when you get to like page 4 and 5 and 6 is where the URLs you're not going to find. So you're on this website here. If you're using Snovio, even better. If not, typically you can almost always find a restaurant's email address on Facebook. I'd say 85 to 90% of the time. So you open up their Facebook page, you'll click About, and typically there is an email address. Not sure which one. It might be info@the-restaurant. Okay, of course, the first one. Oh, here it is. So you scroll down. So hello. So we're going to grab this email here, and we're going to go to our little sheet. We'll paste it there. The name of this place is... I'm going to try to copy it. It's kind of hard to copy and paste on Facebook. You gotta be exactly with it. And we'll grab their website, which is right here, their URL. If you can find the name, even better. Typically, let's go up to About. If I can find, sometimes they'll tell a story about the owner, of how they started the restaurant, the history and that. It looks like they don't have a name here, not that I can find. You might want to search around on their Facebook page. General manager, I would default to this one. Paste there. Personalization. So what you're going to do is go back to the website and look for something personable that you can pull from their website. I don't spend too much time on this. Try to find something. It's funny, a lot of the restaurants here in Vegas that I've done it, they'll say like Al Pacino dines here, Bill Clinton dines here, LeBron James comes here, or whatever, So it's kind of, I see LeBron James dines here, that's the personalization. So I can't find featuring shareable plates instead of... I can't find anything personable. What you can do is A default one is, so here's the email template that I'll share with you. So here's where we're gonna, so here's the email. So I just came across your company. It's going to fill in the company on the source on Yelp. It's going to fill that in automatically. And I really love what you guys have going on. Really neat. The portfolio item and or the personalization. So it has to make sense here. So remember that it says really neat, and you could completely change that. That's just what I used, and it's worked out well for me. You can totally change this, but it's got to make sense. Really neat. What? So my default one is I typically open up their Instagram, and most restaurants, I'd say 90% of them have an Instagram, and most of them have pictures of food. Makes sense, you know. So I'd go back here. Really neat. Photos on your IG feed. Something along those lines, you know, that's kind of the default one. Remember that really neat, so we're not going to capitalize photos. So it would plug in right there. So it would say really neat, photos on your IG feed, you know, or maybe just spell it out there. Instagram feed. And then you repeat this process. Like I said, this is a time-consuming process. You can typically get 25 to 30 email addresses. I would say you get better at it. You get faster at it. It's a process, though. I typically put some music on in the background and just kind of go to town. You know, maybe put some headphones on. But it is time consuming. I'm not going to lie about that. This is the time consuming part. You can do the same thing with Groupon. Another one. Groupon's another great one to find deals. These people are paying money. Groupon's got a little different method. You don't have to pay money up front, but they are advertising, I guess you could say, and you can grab stuff here, and then obviously on the source you would just change it to Groupon. You could probably do open table, I think, for restaurants, maybe any directory where you find it just adds a little personalization, like, oh wow, there you have it, a strategy to earn $200 per day in 90 days. Now, it's not, I'm not going to say this is easy. It's simple, but it's not easy to put out emails every single day. Like I said, if you stick with a plan, 50 emails a day, 60 emails a day, 100 emails a day, you stick with it and you do that for 90 days, I can damn near guarantee you'll hit the $200 a day. Again, it's simple. It's not easy. The first few weeks, you might not be getting the responses. You'll have to tweak the emails. You might want to throw in the towel. Do not throw in the towel. Do not throw in the towel. But stick with that daily goal. Set a daily goal for yourself. If it's 20 emails a day, if that's all you have time for, that's better than nothing. Just get started and continue doing it. Like I said, set a specific time of day. First thing in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, after you eat dinner, whatever it is, wake up a half hour earlier, go to bed a half hour later, whatever it is, carve out a piece of time to do this each and every day, and you'll hit the goals. You'll start building momentum, you'll build confidence, and then the 20 emails a day, you're like, shit, I can find time for 40 emails. This is cool, you know, because once you start getting going and you start building that momentum, that increases the confidence, and that's what the most holds most people back is the confidence. I'm speaking from years of experience. So, hey, if you like these types of videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell notification and click, because I put out new videos like this every Monday and Thursday. The next video I'm putting out is how to use Facebook lead form ads. You don't need a landing page when you're using lead forms. However, there are some cons to using the lead ads. There's also cons to using landing page. Pros and cons to both. I'm going to share with you the pros and cons on each side, but man, does it make it a lot simpler to not have to mess with the landing page when you can gather the customer's information or the potential leads information, the contact information right inside of Facebook. Not taking them off of Facebook. Facebook definitely prefers this, and they will reward you nicely. However, it's not a perfect system. So that's the next video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you'll get alerted for that. As always, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, post them down below and I'll do my best to help. Thank you.